Welcome back, my name's Rob Lang and this is my co-op exploration game Clomper. This week I've been all about the Periscope. Now the aim of the Periscope is to give you just a view outside. The map that's over here is good for seeing things at long range, but isn't so good for things that are just outside. So if you're trying to navigate your Clomper over the top of some scrap like we are at the moment, then that's very difficult using this map. And even if I put the scrap on the map, then it's too low resolution for you to really get at these sorts of objectives. So that's what the Periscope's for, so let's go over. So the Periscope needs steam just like everything else, and then you can pop underneath here and press E, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I first of all want to give you a warning that the outside environment is not done yet, so it's extremely ugly. It's kind of less hellscape, more borescape. So I've pressed E and here we are inside the Periscope. You can see some mountains in front of us, and there's also a lump of scrap on the floor in front of the Clomper. Below the main window you can see the compass, and the golden arrow shows us which direction we're facing at the moment. I can use A and I can use D to turn the Periscope all the way around, and I can even go and see the back of the Clomper. As you can see, the Periscope is offset to the left a little bit and is lower than the back of the carapace, which means that you can't see it all the way around perfectly, and that is by design. So let's press E to come back into the main Clomper and get it moving towards the hill in front of us. You'd be right in thinking that this doesn't look like a lot of work for a week of early mornings, especially compared to previous weeks, and I'd agree. Where the time was spent this week was iterating. I moved the Clomper down, which needed the claw to be adjusted. The very simple Periscope box 3D model needed a lot of tweaking to look right, and going over and over and over takes a lot of time. While we're clomping over to our doom, let's look at how this works. Firstly, I have a camera mounted on the real world proxy of the Clomper, and that, as you can see down here, is rendering to a texture. Now that texture is used in this thing I've called the Periscope box, which is down here underneath the real world. There's the Clomper you run around in, and we have another little fake box down here which has the render texture at the back, and a camera, and this is the camera here that you actually look out through as a player. And that's it. While you're in the Periscope, you can't control anything else in the Clomper, and that's where multiplayer comes into its own. While testing, I found it easy enough to pop in and out of the Periscope to change direction, but this would be much easier if I had a friend doing the steering and watching the map. Next to do is create some UI to show the direction the Periscope is pointing in respect to the Clomper, and add some quest markers to the compass. Thank you for watching. If you like where I'm going, then please prod that like button. If you have feedback or support, then a comment goes a long way, and if you want to see where this goes next, please do subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.